Hi there, traders. Welcome to the weekend wrap. We're going to go through the majors, take a look at everything. I'm working from home today, and I left my headphones at the office, so excuse the audio, but you'll still get the point, I'm sure. It was a slow week. We just had a lot of bouncing around, not much happening in either direction. For me, it was kind of a bore fest. Didn't make too many trades, but all in all, everything's doing quite well so far for the month. But let's go through, take a look at the majors, and I posted all these charts on the blog, so if you want to see them, just look under charts and play right on the top, and we'll have all these charts up there for you. Let's take a look first at the EURUSD. This guy, as we can see from this chart here, has clearly been in a range from this 127.50 up to the 134.10 level, and the pair has been trying to test the top of the range. But basically, until the pair breaks out of this range, this proves that it wants to go higher. I mean, I would personally be playing it just to keep the range going, just playing the inside. I mean, you could go short here right now and you just place your stops above, and you could look for a move all the way back down to the bottom of the range. Or the safer trade, I guess you would just wait for a break of this level here around the 132 and then shoot for the downside. But I mean, if it does break to the top side, then what do we have to look for? If we get a break of the 134.10, then we can probably see a cycle back up towards the top of this peak here around 137. I mean, that's what I would be looking for on a break. So just on the euro, watch the range, look for a break of the range, and keep everything tight, because we have a lot of chop going on right at the moment. I mean, you can see that the pair since the beginning of the month has basically just been trading between 132 and I guess it did get up to about 134. So we're in a really tight 200 pip range so far this month. The Great Britain USD, now this pair is a little bit different. It's we're getting a little bit of contradictions in the pairs, which is nice. They're not all jumping in together doing the same exact thing. As we can all see, this pair, since shooting up higher, breaking down lower, and then starting its slow gradual move higher last month, moved down and bounced off the 50 fib, and has had momentum. And as I said last week, as long as the pair stays above the 154.30 level right here, it favors a continued move higher. And I mean, I would look for a move up towards the 157.50 or even the fib level here around 158. So you can see at the beginning of the week it had a perfect opportunity to go into this trade when it went back down and tested that area, but now has shot back higher. So that's all I'm going to be watching in the middle of the week. See how this one next week, beginning next week, is how this 156.13 level does. And as long as that pair, well, not as long as that level, it'd be nice to see that level hold up and then get a continued push higher. But as I said, 154.30 is key. Now, if we break back down below that, then the game's off, and we could go right back into the old range, and I'd have support down here around 150, basically at the old 50 fib at 151.16. Let's look at the New Zealand, because this one was interesting today. This pair has, on Friday, been attempting with all its might to break out of this 80-50 area, and it can never get it done. It keeps trying and trying, it keeps puffing and blowing, but it can't seem to break out. And if you get a break out of that, then we're out of this range that it's been in. I mean, if we look back, it's been riding this trend line higher since last year, since about this time last year, and it's gone down and tested it, and then now it's just stuck in this really tight consolidation range. And so we have support down here at the bottom of the range, which is, say, roughly 77, and then we have the top here between 81 and 81.50. So what you're going to watch here is very similar to the euro. If we get a break, which we looked like we were going to get here on Friday, but it pulled back, we'll have the fib range in play, and you can watch the top of the fib range at 0.618, or let's just say 83 level as a target. But if we get another rejection in this area, we could easily see a push all the way back down to the trend line, and you're just going to have to watch how that plays out. And I guess the short-term resistance would be about the 79.50. If we get a break of that, that would probably favor another push lower. Let's take a look at the Aussie. The Aussies, as I've said before, has continued to move lower. I know it looks like it's showing a lot of strength. It's bouncing back, but you can see we're still getting lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then we have this basically consolidation, another lower low, and until as long as we stay below 93.20, it does favor a continued move lower. and we'll have to see that in the short term, and then we get a push down probably at least below this 87.80 if we do get a turnaround, and that's what I'm watching. And now if you want to take a look at some of the yen pairs, these guys, it's the same story over and over. Really slow trading in these yen crosses, but you can see the USDJPY in a range, just bouncing around. We have a top of the range at 99.30, bottom at 95, and until it breaks that range, just play it. And you can see all the yen pairs are in the same exact range. The Great Britain JPY, you can see it's in a triangle. I mean, right now it's kind of channeling lower, but we're still just bouncing around, moving back up towards the top of the range, and it'd be nice to get a breakout and get a little bit more volatility in these pairs. EUROJPY, same exact thing. We're just triangling around, bouncing up, bouncing down. So just keep an eye on those, and then maybe we can get a break in either direction, and then we'll look for a little momentum on either side. Let's just go through the New Zealand pairs. Same thing. We're just bouncing around. No clear-cut decision here in a triangle also. Now, a little bit more interesting is the Great Britain AUD. And you can see this pair has just been riding this trend line up, and it looked like earlier this week that we were going to get a push down and challenge it, and that's basically what we're watching. I'm going to be looking for either a break of the 73.37 level, which then we would probably see another push higher, another higher high, maybe towards 76. But I'd love to see a break of this trend line and target a larger move down, which would, first target would be around 61.50. The EUROAUD, not much going on. As long as the pair stays above this 144.60 area, we could just see some consolidation between 146 and 150. And the Euro New Zealand, nothing really exciting. In a range, we can obviously see it from the chart. 71 at the top, and we have a bottom down here between 62 and say 63.50, just bouncing around. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Like I said, the charts are going to under charts and play on the blog. And everybody, keep it keen, play it real, keep it real. Have a great weekend. I'll see everybody on Monday. Adios.